lot of people ask me, especially my people that I'm close to, like my friends and whatnot. They're like, Nathaniel, how do you, how can you just nonchalantly walk up to a cop and ask them to take a picture with you, or ask them to turn their car's lights on for you, or do you have a patch, or as you can as you can clearly see on my wall. But like, how do you just do that so nonchalantly? And I don't think they realize a lot of these cops, they don't get that kind of attention like me and my friend give them. Like they don't get that. I hate to say, but it's like brotherly love because, as a lot of people know, whenever I get out of school, I'm gonna be going to college to get a criminal justice degree and hoping to be one of oh one of these things right here. This green one. It's a game warden patch that a game warden gave me, and I hope one day to be a game warden, and I see cops as brothers. Like, that's the way I see them, and a lot of people are like, well, how do you know they're not going to be like mean to you? And the and me personally, I can tell by just walking up on them, like how they're talking to somebody else whenever we walk up on them, and I can tell by the way that they're either standing or talking to that person, because I know to avoid a cop whenever they're kind of in a grouchy mood because they've likely had a bad day that day, and that's perfectly fine. But I forgot one of my patches on the wall. Hang on. Anyway, but I can always tell by the way they're standing, the way they speak to other people, or and whatnot, of um how they're the mood that they are, what mood they're in, and I know to avoid cops whenever they're acting somewhat grouchy to somebody else because I figure they're having a bad day. I mean, it happens to all of us. But to be honest, it really doesn't take. I mean, unless you're just naturally scared of cops, there's really nothing to be afraid of. I mean, they're there for you, and I don't think a lot of people. I hear a lot of people hate on them all the time, and that's one thing that really pisses me off because wait, why what is there to hate about a cop? Like, well, give me one valid reason why you're hating cops. They're there to protect you. They're there for you. They're they're they want to have that connection with you. And yes, there are bad cops out there. Don't get me wrong, but 90% of them are just they're nice. They're nice to you. It just depends on how you treat them. And like it says in the Bible, do unto others what you would want them to do to you. And that goes with what I just said. I mean, if you treat a cop like a douchebag, they're gonna treat you like a douchebag. Um, and I hate to be so blunt about it, but that's just the way it is. But and to be honest, I mean, I love them. I mean, they're like family to me, like family that's not family. And and to be honest, all I can do is like whenever I go up to do because I want to take a picture of them, I go, um, I'll approach them and I'll go, "Hi, how are you? Can may I take a picture with you?" And most times is yes. There have been a few no's because they've been busy or whatnot, or just don't have the time for it. But there have been, but 90% of the time they're like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take a picture with you," and they seem thrilled by it because they just don't get that attention. And me and my friends sometimes will go up to cops and like, hey, can you turn your lights on for us? And sometimes it is like a no because it's against company policy, or I didn't bring my actual car, I drove my regular car, or something to that effect, and that's fine. I mean, it doesn't hurt our feelings. Yeah, we may be a little bummed out, but yeah, I mean, it's just. But whenever they do have them, like 98% of the time, they're like, yeah, sure, just come over here and I'll turn my lights on for you. And as a lot of you know, my YouTube channel, a lot of the shorts is us as police officers showing us their lights. And but we do make one thing very clear whenever we ask them. We'll ask, is it fine is it fine to post this on YouTube? And there have been times where they're like, I tell you what, get with the chief, call the chief whenever he's in office, and tell him whoever. Like the other day, we took a video of him at a fireworks show. We took a video of a Mulberry cop's lights, and we were asking one of the Mulberry officers, Sergeant Riddle, his name's Sergeant Riddle, and we're like, hey, would it be fine? Because a few months prior, we had taken videos of his car, but we didn't know if we were able to post it on YouTube, and we didn't think to ask. I mean, it just kind of slipped our mind. We got so caught up in the moment because I got to play with the sirens and stuff like that, and we got caught I can't speak. Got so caught up in the moment. Sorry, that's my ADHD for you. Got so no that that I didn't even think to ask, and that few months went by, and then we seen Sergeant Riddle at the fireworks show, and we're like, hey man, is it okay if we post the video of your car's lights and me playing with your sirens on YouTube? And he's like, I don't know, but I tell you what, get with the chief and ask him, tell him I sent you, and ask him. And so that next Monday we called, and he's like, I don't have a problem with it. Y'all can post. I mean, it's public information, but there are some agencies that can get in trouble for turning their lights on for things that aren't work related. Like my friend's dad, he works for highway police, and I do have a video of his lights, but he can get in some serious trouble if his higher ups found out that he turned his lights on for civilians. That's not when it's not work related. But usually they make that very clear. Like whenever they turn this on, they're like, oh, if you have a YouTube channel, don't put it on there. I can get in trouble, and we understand that. I mean, it's just for the officer's safety and whatnot. But 90% of the time they say yes, because most of the time it is public information. It's our First Amendment right. So yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to it, and that's going to kind of conclude this video. I hate to cut it off so short, but it is what it is. So I'm going to catch you guys in later. See ya.